Stop the cap. Pop. Let's get to it. You heard? Ping, 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 ping. It's on the lockout. What up? Boom. Jail, prison, gang members. Everybody is active. Active. Yo, what up? What's poppin'? Gangster life in the 90s and all that. You heard? Thank you for tuning out or popping out to On the Lockout, the 90s in New York City. Streets locked up in prison. On the Lockout. Let us know how you feeling, baby. Bang, 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 bang. Ooh. Yeah, bro. This is what we doing right now. FBI, open up! Freeze, baby. So today, I decided that we're gonna tune into a lot of things. But first of all, I was watching this. Okay. I was watching this. I was watching a lot of things, actually, right? But if you just popped out or you just tuned in to On the Lockout, thank you for tuning in. You heard? Facts. Bob, hopefully you're here at a time. Like, I don't know if I caught you. You get it? Because you guys be tuning in all different times. So I'm trying to come in at a different gangster time that hopefully you awaken. You heard? Or you up, or you can hear me because you may be missing me. You heard? I'm for sure missing you. You heard? Facts. Yo, what up? Shout out to you. You're the man. Thank you for hitting that like button, that subscribe button, that everything button. You heard? My name is Warpath. Ping, ping, ping in real life. Facts. I promise you. New York City, we in the building. Facts. So let's get to it. Yo, chill out, War. Yeah. Oh. Stop the cap. Let's check this out. This is the Latin King story. Let's see what he's talking about.
Chicago, Hill. It was the head of Latin Kings, yo. Head Latin King.
Wow.
I mean, top dog.
That's crazy.
Every time I came to Chicago, we had 10 trucks.
We had a friendship, a brotherhood with DMX. That was the only industry we really got really tight with him when he was in Chicago, hanging in Chicago.
DMX always seemed untouchable, both on and off the mic. And it was because he had a powerful crew like the Latin Kings backing him up. And it wasn't just any member. DMX had a solid bond with the big dog himself, King Kato, who was the leader of the Latin Kings at the time.
Chicago, Hill. It was the head of Latin Kings, yo. Head Latin King.
Wow.
I mean, top dog.
That's crazy.
Every time I came to Chicago, we had 10 trucks at the airport. In fact, I got the truck he gave me downstairs.
The Latin Kings were ready to go to war for him against any op, whether it was Jay-Z or Ja Rule, who the Latin Kings.
Get a sound Wi-Fi starting at just.
Yo, you heard him? DMX said, as a matter of fact, I got the truck. I got the truck the Latin King dude gave me downstairs. Yo, X is crazy with it, bro.
Were even prepared to take out.
You know who the f I'm talking. You only alive because of me. You only alive because of me. Yeah, remember Chicago. That's all I'm gonna say, Lo. Remember Chicago.
According to Damian Cash, a mixtape artist and one of Kato's closest friends who eventually got involved with the Kings himself, DMX wasn't just some artist they did business with. He was the only artist they truly rocked with on a personal level. Everyone else was strictly business.
Yo, not for nothing, though. He was laying the track down. He laid it down.
They had a friendship and brotherhood with X.
We had a friendship, a brotherhood with DMX. That was the only industry we really.
And that bond really showed when things got heated between DMX and Ja Rule. During the height of their beef, both of them happened to be at the same airport in Chicago. A confrontation broke out, and that's when DMX made a call to King Kato. Later that night, when it was time for Ja Rule to leave the airport, DMX had the place on lock. 10 cars deep, packed with goons, parked out front.
I come out to my airport when I Kato. 10 trucks.
Pow.
All Latin King.
If X had given the word, things could have gone real bad for Ja right there. But
is that, you know what it is? I'm gonna keep it a stack. It's the way DMX talk, though, yo, you heard? He's like, yo, that's my word. We went outside, all motherfucking Latin Kings. Facts. You get it? It's DMX. It's the DMX talkathon, you heard? DMX tell you the Latin Kings is outside, and he coming out like, You feel me? You go outside, 150 motherfucking Latin Kings. You heard? Like, he just put extra in it. You get it? And shout out to DMX. Rest in peace to DMX. DMX was one of my favorite rappers of all times. As he got older, I was like, damn, X is gone. Like, I seen DMX get older. I don't know if you understand, right? And I've been around a lot of rappers, like in real life. And they just, either they young or they just washed up. You get it? But seeing DMX get old like that, like real fast, pop. Like DMX was young, right? Like, hold on, let me just. DMX was young. I got arrested, came out, lasted like a few months out here. DMX old and he dead. Like real fast, bro. Facts. Like, yo, what the fuck what just happened? But that's part of I mean getting old, I guess, right? Like, I'm like respectfully, right? Like, though a lot of people don't even know, right? But I promise you, I'm 50 something years old, bro. Facts. I'm gonna be 60 years old, bro. Facts. And guess what, homie? I'm outside. I'm outside more than my kids. I promise you. You get it? Because I stand next to a young nigga and I look younger than him. I'm telling my story and niggas thinking I'm lying. And the nigga next to me is like, nah, bro. Boy ain't lying, bro. Facts. Like, I be laughing when I be saying a Rikers Island story or a prison story and somebody comes in the comments and is like, bro, is this kid bugging? Like trying to say like I'm too young, right? And I'm like, bro, these niggas don't even know, bro. I was on Rikers Island, right? Doing bids in the 80s, my nigga. In the 80s. So get it straight. Facts, I promise you. Ask anybody. You get it? But damn, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, I don't get it, bro. Like, what these dudes do that gets them so old, bro. Respectfully. Like, there gotta be something that gets them old, blown up, and ready to die, bro. Because dudes are just dying. Right? Or am I bugging out? They're dying or what? But anyway, today we're going to tune into the Latin Kings, the Bloods, the organization, foundation, and gangs. In particular, what makes New York City go up in an uproar. Yo, what up, baby? You already know we in the building. I'm trying to fix my channel, right? Because I posted something and I think I messed something up. I had gotten it right. Like where your video's popping and getting all the views. And then I touched something else and I switched it. So that, believe me, your channel has to do with the way you maneuver your channel in the background. If you have a channel, then you understand what I'm saying. If you move live stream videos, and your post, if you put one on top of the other or whatever, and you don't got it set up right, facts, you're going to be going nowhere. But anyway, we working with what we working with. It's working the way it works. Let's get to it. Thank you for tuning in to On the Lockout, New World Order. Today, we're going to talk about gang life in the 90s, even at the 80s, the 2000s. When was your gang life or when was your regular life, right? Have you ever thought about being a gang member? Have you ever been around gangs? If you never have, good for you, bro. We're happy for you, right? And I mean this sincerely, right? Because New York City, our streets out here are full of gangs, right? And I'm not one to cry about gangs or, yo, these things getting flooded, right? Like, respectfully, I've been in a gang since I was a kid. Facts. So, but I would like to say that I can't, as I get older, as the older I get, the more I'm drawn to the gang, right? Or what you call a gang, right? Because you guys are the ones that call it a gang, right? Us that we involved is not a gang to us, right? But the older I get, the closer I get to the gang. If that makes any sense to you, I know that it don't, because you don't understand the life. You get it? So me, I'm one that the older I get, the more I want to be a part of my gang and my brotherhood. Respectfully. You heard? I know you don't understand me, but you have to analyze, do the analyzation. If that's what you want to do, you get it? But I promise you that everything I tell you is because I definitely mean it. But the older I get, the more of a gang member I feel like, yo, we ready. Let's get it. You heard? Facts. But in a positive note, right? Because that's the problem, that you could get more involved with your gang, and what good are you doing your gang if it's all about negativity, right? And one would say, like, what are gangs for anyway? Aren't gangs negative? Nah, that's the perception that you get because you stay watching the news or any of this stupid shit that you may be watching, right? When you could just watch smart content all day. Like here on the Lockout. Yo, gang it up. Estamos en la ganga. Ganga. Nah, chill. We not in a gang. Oh, shit. These niggas is crazy. Let's get them, bro. What the hell is this? Oh, shit. What? Yo, what the fuck just happened, baby? Let's get him. Let's get ready to dance. Ping, ping, ping. You see the hundreds in the comment section. Hundreds in the comments. Hundreds. Subscribe. Hit like. Tell a person to like and be polite. All right? Yo, we bugging out, bro. You know why? Because if you could do this, why wouldn't you do this? I don't get it. Facts.
He didn't. DMX decided to let him walk. He straight up spared him that night.
You know who the I'm talking to. You only alive because of me. You only alive because of me.
What? I'm only alive because of... What?
Yeah, remember Chicago. That's all I'm gonna say, Lo. Remember Chicago.
That moment alone showed how tight DMX was with the Kings, especially with Kato. They had so much respect for him, not just because of his fame, but because of how real he was. So when King Kato was murdered, it hit DMX hard. X ended up dedicating a song to him called LOCKOUT.
Got some bad news. Kato's dead, man. What? Yeah, Kato's dead, man. You can't be serious, man.
The music video was full of love and respect. Fat Joe made an appearance, and King Kato's wife was even featured at the end, giving the whole thing a deeply personal touch.
My husband used to ejaculate prematurely and...
That's crazy, bro. King Kato got popped in Chicago, the motherland, right? DMX gets tight. Fat Joe, I don't know why, but whatever.
Better than to cross him or his family. Kato's reach went far beyond Chicago's gang scene. He was plugged into serious money moves. He linked up with some of his childhood friends, the infamous Flores twins, who were also from Little Village.
This is what I heard, right? That dudes did something to the Flores twins, and one of the Flores twins went out with Kato's girl. He's not with her no more. I could imagine they arrested. But when Kato died, how you start going out with Kato's girl, bro? If anything, right? They were supposed to have a hit out on them. Facts. Just for violating that, bro. Because you violated. Once he passed away, we're going out with his wife. Unless the bro had robbed y'all. Pop, you get it? And then I just would have been like, yo, bro, I hear you, but there's nothing I could do about it. He robbed them. You get it? When nobody was dissing them, so they doing what they doing, right? I guess. But if you a loyal nigga, I would have dealt with that. But that's just me. Facts. Let's get it.
The Flores twins were the main distributors for El Chapo and the Sinaloa.
Damn, them little niggas was ugly as fuck. When you really look at them, they look like little pit bulls. Look.
The infamous Flores twins, who were also from
here they look regular, right? Now watch here.
Little Village. The Flores twins.
Damn, Damn, bro. Why you mugging, boy? Yo, that's a pure pit or it's a red nose? Bro, they look like baby pit bulls, bro. Word.
Were the main distributors for El Chapo and the Sinaloa cartel in Chicago.
They look like El Chapo. They could be related. You seen El Chapo's face? Watch.
Who were also from Little Village. The Flores
Look. Now watch El Chapo. They look related.
twins were the main distributors for El Chapo and the Sinaloa.
You seen his face there? It looked like they could be his kids. Not for nothing. You see these pencos? These dudes look like birds. I'm telling you that when you see a dude looking like a bird, respect him, you heard? Because he's well plugged, boy. Facts. Not the real right. Not everybody with millions of dollars and all that dress like us. You get it? I don't even try to dress. This is the way I dress. I just threw on this hat, took it out of my from the dresser where I put it in. I put my hats, some of my hats. I have a lot of hats, respectfully. When I remember, like, yo, I had this hat on for like a few days already, I run into my little thing, whoop, and I grab a hat, ping, and I'll be like, fuck it looks like a match. You get it? I could get away with it. Facts, because I changed my hat so much, right, that even if I throw on any old hat, right, I don't wear a hat for like the same month or a few months or weeks. I constantly change my hats. You get it? Respectfully. And lately, it's been like this past like maybe 2 to 3 months, it's been the least time in my life where I haven't bought a hat. I haven't bought a new hat. And I still have new hats that I just haven't worn, but I haven't bought new hats. You get it? So it just reminds me, like, I gotta buy hats. Facts this week. Let's get it.
Loa cartel in Chicago.
But what I was saying is, don't be fooled by these dudes. You run into these dudes and think he's a penco, and he's the connect. You get it?
They were moving hundreds of millions of dollars worth of product and controlling a huge part of the city's drug trade. And in the streets, whoever controls the drugs controls the power. With Cato aligned with the Flores twins and backed by the Sinaloa cartel, he was untouchable for a while. But Cato wasn't just about the streets or the drug game. He had a real passion for music and was heavily involved in the industry. He was one of the key people behind a label called Dinero Records, which is actually how he ended up getting close to DMX. Cato also did business with Fat Joe and had ties with Swizz Beatz. He even worked with Kanye West early on. In fact, Fat Joe told another story about the first time he met Kanye. Kanye was literally carrying Cato's Louis Vuitton bags.
Kanye was carrying the Latin King's bags. Kanye worked for the Latin King dude carrying his stuff. You see how success switches, right? Kanye used to work for the Latin King nigga carrying his shit all over, right? Like, yo, hey, yo, son. And then fast forward till today. That's why you be surprised who wanted Cato dead. Because a lot of dudes that were workers became bosses once Cato died. So just analyze it. Facts.
And turned around and he got this one black dude with him. So I said, yo, Cato, man, who's the black dude with you? It's Kanye West. He's a producer. Kanye West, when I met him, he was carrying his Louis luggage, putting it over. This Louis Vuitton Dom. He was like, he's a producer. I bought him a bunch of equipment and he does the beats.
That right there shows just how powerful Cato was. People who are now icons were once running errands for him. Cato was also the go-to guy for protection. When rappers came to Chicago, they checked in with Cato because they knew he'd keep them safe. His word was gold in the city, whether you were local or from out of town. Being under Cato's wing meant you were good. He was the definition of a real street general, and a lot of young dudes coming up in the game looked up to him. To them, Cato was larger than life. He might have been a gang leader, but he was also humble, approachable, and gave off the kind of energy that made people feel like they could trust him. At the peak of his power, Cato had it all: money, cars, influence, and one of the baddest women in the game. But as
the baddest woman in the game, look what she did, bro. I can't believe that she switched sides like that the way she did. She just did it so evilish. But that's what happens with any gang. There's always hateful dudes. Don't believe me? In every gang, it's like that, kid.
And that's how I became a blood gang member, willing to fight back. And that was in 1977. I joined a movement, and the movement was to not be a victim of the Crips. That was 1980 when I'm walking home from a football game. I was on.
Not for nothing, bro. This nigga, like, you see this nigga, like, he blood. You feel like anybody could be blood. You get it? How you let a pussy like this be blood? Facts. Disrespectfully. This nigga's a buns, nigga. He was buns. He is buns. When he was younger, he wasn't like that. I could tell you, bro. Facts. I could just look at a nigga and be like, this nigga's pussy. Facts. Tell me he wasn't pussy. If you know this nigga, tell me he wasn't buns in your blood gang, nigga. This nigga was pussy. Facts.
Crenshaw on 59th Street, and the Rolling 60s had a big party that night. It was about 15 of them.
Nobody talks like that. It was about 15 of them. Bro, what the fuck? These niggas act like they just got older and they change. Hey, dude, you know, I've changed my life. Bro, you don't change like that, homie. You just don't change like that, bro. Facts. You just don't. You know how I know you don't change? I'm fucking 60 years old, motherfucker. I'm moving around like when I was 13, 14, 15 years old. Facts. What the fuck? I promise you, nigga. These niggas is pussy niggas that got in a gang, nigga. And then got older and a fucking derelict nigga said, hey, you used to be blood, dude. Let me interview you, you fucking clown. Am I fucking bugging?
They had beat me to the point where I was unconscious for a second. And then
of
when I jumped.
Of course. Look, they beat him until he was unconscious. I told you he was pussy. Ain't no nigga beating me till I'm unconscious, nigga. I don't give a fuck what I did. Facts. Because I'm going to body you. On my mother's mother.
Up and took off running. One guy followed me, and he kept running after me.
Oh, you ran?
Experience, but I'm glad I lived through it. What Hollywood thinks about gang members.
This nigga ran. I told you this nigga wasn't right, nigga.
Is that there's some people, you know, handing out guns to each other saying, man, we about to go shoot this up. And that's just not the case. Most of the shootings are emotions. You know, somebody's with somebody's girlfriend. Somebody stole somebody's car.
Bro, you became a blood by mistake, nigga. Facts. I never met a blood. This nigga's nice. I never met no nice bloods. Facts. This nigga's nice. You're a nice man, dude. What the fuck?
Somebody got beat up at the mall, and now they know they're going to be at the skating ring tonight. You know, the gang wars was not just a table of guys strategizing like, who are we going to shoot next? So back in the 80s, most of the individuals had 38 specials. They had a revolver that only shot 5, maybe 6 times. They would have
Nah, bro, that's the little gun that you had in the 80s. I've been around since the 80s, 70s, all types of shit, nigga. That's what you had, nigga. Not most guys. That's what you had, nigga. I promise you I had a crazy Tech 9, crazy machine guns, big boat. I was walking around with a book bag with 5 blickies in it by myself. Ask anybody in my hood, nigga. With a book bag with 5 blickies. Me. I promise you, ask anybody, bro. Facts. If I'm lying, I'm dying, bro. Facts. And each blicky, right, I had took from a so-called gangster nigga. Facts. I had it in a book bag. I used to go to sleep in Kev's house, and I put it right behind in the sofa. I put it right back there, pop, and go to sleep, ping. I was with his sister or whatever, right, boo. I'll go to sleep, boom, and the blickies are back there, ping. I promise you. Facts. I wish I was lying, but I'm not, boy. Facts.
22. And now nobody has the 38 specials and 12 gauge. They have SKs and ARs, and they have 30 round clips. They have banana clips. They can shoot 30 times within a matter of seconds. So that changed everything. And that's when LA became the killing field. And it was hard to survive.
Damn, yo,
the
my
beats
nigga.
now are.
You got white shit on your lips, boy. Damn, bro. Come on. These niggas is crazy, starving ass niggas, boy. This nigga dirty, bro. You got some white shit on your lip, Poppy.
Majority on internet. Most of the beefs are going now because of someone said something and they're really tough behind a camera and a keyboard. Whereas we actually had to go to school to fight. So the beefs are totally different. And
Nah, bro, you bugging out. They actually, this nigga thinks like the beefs were actually different. Like we was a lot tougher. Homie, I could tell you, right? Do not, you seem like you watch the internet, but he got this internet confused. What he's trying to say is like the beefs were a lot more real back then than today because they posting it online. Bro, I don't know what you're watching, but I've seen mad people get killed on the internet. Every day in my hood, somebody gets shot, popped, or killed, and niggas record it. Facts. That's like the new wave. You gotta let the new shit happen with what it happens. But that don't mean that we was keeping it more real than, nah, that shit don't work that way. I don't know what you're watching. You probably watching fake news. But I could show you some shit where niggas die daily, nigga. Facts. And it's right on the internet. Look it up. Gang member shot, killed at any place that you want to pick. I promise you, you're going to find it on the internet. You're going to find about 1,000 murders that happened today. Facts. Or this week or whatever. Just look it up. You got to look it up, asshole.
days age than it was back when I was younger.
What? Chill out.
Drive-bys were happening every day. And I could tell you the time that I'm standing out waiting on one of my friends and a guy came down the street in a nice looking car. And I started walking in the street to go see the car. And he was, as the closer he got, he started shooting at me. He was coming to do a drive-by. And I'm looking at the car, kind of unaware, didn't know who he was. It was war zone. There's an area in my neighborhood that we call Iraq.
Bro,
we call it Iraq.
Hold up. There's an area, nigga, in every hood that we call Iraq. Facts. I promise you. That's it. Yo, listen, whoever, because people listen to this and never listen to dudes talking like you would think he's a hood nigga, right? He probably hasn't been back in the hood in fucking 30 years, bro. Facts. But there's a place right now that is Iraq to us. Facts. Nobody could tell me no. I'm there every day. That's Iraq. I promise you. I go to Iraq every day. And it's right here. There's an Iraq in every borough. There's an Iraq in every fucking neighborhood. I promise you.
Because right here on 20th Street in Arlington, a father and son had got shot together.
And bro, father and sons get shot every day in New York City in real life. Facts. Uncles, cousins, sisters and brothers, mothers and fathers every day. Facts. I live in a killing zone. Facts.
In front of their house. Stuff like that happened.
Now, they don't get killed, not only in front of their house, in their house. Niggas is coming to your house. Facts. To your house. That's why I never let nobody know exactly where you live at, bro. Facts.
Every day I wake up, I don't know if this is the day. That's why so many people had.
Bro, nothing's gonna happen to you. You're a good man. I could look at you and be like, that's a God-fearing man. I don't even, facts. Although looks are deceiving, right? Looks are deceiving. But this nigga's not fooling me, bro. This nigga hasn't gangbanged since gangbanging came out. They just put this nigga up here like, these interviewing niggas are like some weirdos, bro. Yo, you blood? Yeah, I know. You know the code and everything? Yo, come on, do an interview. These niggas just interview anybody, nigga. Facts. Interviews like this, I don't want on my page. Facts. That's why I started interviewing, and the people, mind you, when I interview dudes, I was interviewing a few derelicts because I wanted their story to go up there. You get it? Like them saying, no, I'm not king. You get it? Or another nigga saying, no, I'm not that. Don't call me blood. I'm not. I was really embarrassing niggas, putting their face card out there. Like, look, this nigga's not that, bro. You get it? But besides, like, the niggas that was with me in the prison, like King Van was with me in the state penitentiary. Facts. And Papo, he got crowned when I got crowned the right way because I was already king. Facts. I just got, like, recrowned for whatever that did for that nigga that moment, right? But I let him feel in his head like he recrowned me. You get it? And that was in 92. Me and Papo, when we said Papo came on the channel and he said the story when I punched the little blood kid, ping, and pushed his whole shit back. Facts. At King Korea and all that. That's in the videos there. You can check it out.
Had to carry guns. That's why I carried a gun back in the day, because I did not know. Was I gonna have to use the gun today just to get home? Not to just intentionally go look to hurt somebody, but I just want to go home every night.
You pussy.
I would say it's like having another producer in the room
that
that knows
nigga pussy.
exactly what...
You pussy. Nah, chill. You pussy. Chill.
your song needs. This is co-produced.
Yo, niggas is crazy, bro.
The Crips chose the color blue. So red was just the opposite of blue. And also red stands out. There's something here that's brighter.
The nigga had nothing else better to say that the Crips chose the color blue. And blue is just the opposite of red. Like, what the fuck? So the Crips chose the color blue because it's the opposite of red. I knew niggas was stupid. I just didn't know that they could be that much of a stupid nigga involved in this shit, bro. You're the stupidest blood I ever seen do an interview. Facts.
Than you. Let you know that we're brighter than you and not hiding.
Oh shit! Now the red on the Bloods stands for that they brighter. yo, homie. The red on the Bloods color stands for that they brighter than you, and then you're blue. Yo, this nigga is cracked up. So I guess when we came out with the yellow or with the gold, it just stated, we shine unspeakable, unstoppable. We are the kings. We shine over every color. Yo. Yo, y'all niggas is crazy. This nigga is wild. Talk about color bang.
Didn't have to have on any red. If I'm wearing all beige, they'd be like, oh, okay, I see what you're doing. And they would know, okay, these are Bloods. But we didn't, some people who didn't leave their neighborhood would wear red shoe strings, red belt, red shirt, red hat. For me, it was doing a little bit too much. The terminology really, it progressed over the years. Everything would be like a big back, be boo, smoke a cigarette, drive my bar to the beach, eat a bandy bar, have a bubba boffy. Everything was terminology.
Eat a bandy boy, have a bubba boffy. This nigga, why he had to speak the stupidest words? Have a bubba boffy? Why? This nigga is one of them retard blood niggas, bro. This nigga wasn't blood. This nigga stunting, bro. Yo, this nigga, was he blood? Look him up. Yo, this nigga's an embarrassment, bro.
Used as a beat. Number one blood sign.
Yo, what you doing with your hands down there? Yo, you live. Look at this nigga. Yo.
Be like a big back, be boo, smoke a cigarette, drive
big back, be boo, smoke a cigarette.
my bar to the beach, eat a bandy bar, have a bubba boffy.
Eat a bandy boy, have a bubba boy. Yo, that shit is crazy. Yo, first of all, bro, I don't think kindergarten or fucking any fucking retardation school teaches you better slang than bubba buff, bubba bee, bubba buff, bubba buff. Yo, that shit is crazy, son. Jesus Christ.
Everything was terminology.
Look at the pants. Watch his hands.
As a beat. Number one.
Oh, look, you seen him? Tell me I'm bugging. He had his hands all in them sweatpants, so he seen the camera was on him. Bing. Holy shit. Now he's king.
Blood sign is this right here.
That's the blood sign. Look at the blood sign. That's the blood sign, right? Which was the first nation or gang to come out? The Bloods, the Latin Kings, or the Crips? If you a smart nigga, you at least know that the Latin Kings was out way before any of them gangs, right? And what's the Latin King sign? Right. It looks something just like that. So when they keep saying that a lot of these gang things came from fucking what the guy, the cop guy, or that fucking they all say like they got this from Crips, they got this from Bloods. The bottom line is, yeah, well, your boy got that shit from us. Facts. I promise you. You get it?
But then this is also blood.
But yo, this nigga just knows the signs and the symbols and is like, I'm gonna make money off of this.
Sign right here. So, but different neighborhoods have their own sign. See if I can still do this. So this.
Yeah, you can still do it. And when Shorty see you in the street, he can still break your face. Now, let me tell you something. If I see a dude that's not banging, throwing it up, or going like, or anything, when I see you, you're being twisted, right? Why is this clown still... Well, I don't know. He could be dead now, right? Because the same way I think, listen, the same way I think, a million other gang members, active gang members, think like I think. Facts. And I know why you probably thinking, you probably like, yo, Warpath is not even active. Right. I'm more active than any fucking car engine you ever seen in your life, my nigga. Now, when I'm on the internet and on YouTube, I'm not active. I'm not on here gangbanging because none of y'all, nobody will get along with me, bro. Facts. Because in real time, in real life, I dislike everybody. I promise you. Facts. But you can ask anybody that's really out here with me in New York City. I'm in the boroughs. Facts. Ask them, is Warpath active? Facts. And you better hope that he probably don't know me and don't tell me that you asked him. Because you're going to be fully activated. Just for asking that stupid shit. But the whole world knows that, bro. But these niggas here are birds, bro. Facts. Believe me, this nigga's a bird. He hasn't been blood since he was a kid. And now he want to give information on the nation. Why Real Kings? You don't see us. You don't see me up here giving information about kingism, about some past shit or some recent shit. I tell my story and I leave a lot of it out. Because certain shit you just can't talk about. Not these niggas. They don't got no chill.
Right here is disrespectful. And I don't mean to disrespect anybody, but this is a C with a
Nobody knows you.
K in the background. So if you didn't know who you were talking to, instead of giving them your sign, you throw up the CK, which is to see if they're offended by it.
CK stands for Crip Killer, right?
Yes.
And you don't want to say that?
For me at my age, I don't want to do that, but what I
For me at my, look what he said, for me at my age, I don't want to do that, right? This is what I be saying. At your age, what, you fucking pussy? There's mad bloods your age that is going to a meeting right now. You get it? There's a million bloods your age that are still reporting, still in holding rank and everything, nigga. Once you blood for life, nigga. Once you gangbanging, you banging for life, nigga. You can't tell me that, nigga. That's the way I was raised. Facts. I'm king to the day I die and beyond, nigga. Facts. I'm never want to be like, yo, I fell back. I fell back for YouTube when I'm on my videos. I'm not gangbanging. You get it? But I'm that to the day I die. This niggas be killing me with that shit, bro. Like I'm only a blood on the weekends. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. And in your paperwork, bro. And this is how you know fake motherfuckers, bro. In your lessons of all these gangs or nations and organizations, whatever you fucking call it, guy, it states that when you join that for life. So all you little motherfuckers that say now, oh, I'm not king, I'm not Nieta, I'm not this, I'm not that. You was a fake nigga your whole life, bro. If you're not that right now because you're 60, now you probably don't have to be flagging or all day the way you used to when you was younger, right? But if you see another bro with beads on, I don't give a fuck how young he is, and you just walk right by him and don't say nothing, then you was never really that, bro. Because tú no lo lleva, my dude. Facts. That's the way I grew up, bro. I'm a king for life. Ain't nobody could tell me no, bro. Facts. I done bled, shed blood for this shit, went to jail for this shit, caught bodies for this shit, all types of shit. I'll kill one of these young punks trying to tell me, what, nigga? I made that shit happen. Facts. Like, you bugging, bro. This niggas is crazy, bro. I just don't get it. I just don't. I would never get that you older and now, because let me tell you something. I guess there's some New York shit, because only New York niggas, we really feel this way, right? Now, here's the thing, right? You running around, part of your journey, you selling drugs. In the midst of it, you start indulging in drugs. So you kind of sort of fall back a little bit, right? You might get caught up, but you still king. When you get locked up, you king. You come back out, you king. Now you get caught up. You doing drugs. So you may not be with your bros all the time. You know, you making it to report on the weekend and then you sliding off real quick. You know how we do, right? Boom. So all of a sudden, now you're not king? I find that hard to accept. You get it? I don't know, how could you live like that? Like, what will wake you up? What the fuck wakes you up, motherfucker, to say, yo, I'm not that no more. That was in the past. Yeah, when I was a kid, that's what I used to do when I was a kid. Oh, you grew up so much, you fucking son of a bitch. Or either that or the Kings beat the shit out you. Facts. I could see that. Then say the truth. No me sacaron. But I don't get no nigga that was a nieta, a Latin king, a blood, all his life, right? And then just to come out and say, yeah, that was some back in the day shit. Yeah, that's when I was, that's for them niggas. I left that shit alone. Well, let me ask you something, Mr. fucking Smitty. Who the fuck said you could leave that shit alone, my nigga? Because technically, we're looking for you. Facts. Because if you want to be technical, ain't nobody supposed to leave this shit alone, bro. Facts. So, keep making your videos, motherfucker, because we're going to find out where the fuck you live at, and we will wind up at your fucking door, nigga, because you joined a nation or organization or something that holds real big weight worldwide. What the fuck, right? And then you're going to be shook. You that or you not that, right? But because these little, I don't know who y'all niggas saw holding weight that everybody just said, oh, now you can leave. It's like, but don't believe the internet, because this is what happens on YouTube. You get these clown YouTubers, right? And they'll come out saying, yeah, because like them gangs from back in the days, you know, now if I don't want to be in a gang, I'll just get up and leave. You get it? Or you could leave a gang. My boy did it. And people really believe like that's what's going on. Bro, I got news for you. It doesn't happen that way. Facts. Because if you was king, right? And I don't give a fuck where you live at. If a nigga dares to tell me right now, today, nigga, it's 2025. If you tell me there's no kings in New York City, bro, you're a fucking bird. Facts. You never outside. You don't go outside. Don't even talk. Facts. Because first of all, for you just saying that, right? You know you did, especially to me. First of all, I'm king, Latin king, nigga, all my life. I live in New York City. Facts. So that's just one up, right? Besides the thousands of bros that I could get to come up here and be like, all these niggas live in New York. Facts. Right? Now, that you just go find your gang or your group on your block, because you're a block nigga, and hang out with your block, that's a different story. Right? So let's just get the shit right, nigga, because kings will always exist. Bloods, all these gangs, nietas, all these organizations and nations will always be around, bro. Mind you, right? Mind you that there's niggas still preaching that, right? And these niggas is of age. So what you think when their kids grow up and their kids, like, bro, you bugging, right? Like, you don't think that that's the goal, right? Like me, I'll tell anybody, right? My goal was always to have kids. I wanted to make boys, make girls, and I want my son to be a Latin king. I want him to be the fucking top king. Keep exploding kings until it can't explode no more. I want my daughter to do the same. Facts. I don't have no problem. My kid comes to my house and be like, yo, hey, DR, nigga. I'm like, oh, shit, that's what's up. Peter, what up? You get it? Like, nigga, I'm not going to tell my kid, no, don't get involved with the kings. You know why you would tell your kid, don't get involved with the Bloods, don't get involved? Because you's a fake nigga to whatever you got down with, nigga. I want my kids to be kings. Nothing else. You can't even come in my house if you something else. They know that. Facts. So, like, I promise you, I put any of my kids on here. You ask them, if you turn blood, will your father let you in the house? And see what he tells you. Facts. If you turn nieta, whatever, what's gonna happen, nigga? You can't come in my house, nigga. I'm your father, nigga. You're a born king. And you're gonna come to my house as a blood? I'll beat the shit out the nigga, bro. Facts. You bugging. You can't come in my crib. You get it? So people that don't understand this culture is people that's not involved in anything and just look at it like, oh, this dude's were involved in a gang for a fashion statement or whatever. That's what it is to you. That's what, because you don't understand it, because you never had to be involved. You never had to bleed or cry or die for shit. You get it? So that's just an opinion of an outsider. But I'll tell you one thing, that I would pay anybody that carries my blood, if they even dare. Bro, they don't even dare. Nobody in my family dares tell me that their son or their whatever is. Picture my mother coming and being like, mira, este es tu sobrino, él es tomate. What? Mami, vete, que lo voy a matar. Facts. That's an easy kill, nigga. Yo, break out. I'ma body this nigga real quick. You heard, Titi? Yo, we don't play no games. Not over here, nigga. I live in New York City, Brooklyn, in real life, boy. Facts. Yo, these niggas is bugging, bro. Facts. And ain't nothing changed. And we in 2025, my nigga. Facts. And trust me, bro. Whoever knows me knows Warpath ain't changing. If I ain't changed now, nigga, I ain't never gonna change, boy. But you wanna know what's the most beautiful thing in the world? I'm not looking to change, and I don't want to change. Facts. That's when you know this shit is real, bro. I'm not looking to change, and I don't even want to change. Facts. I hate when I go to a nigga's channel and the nigga was the top notch nigga posting with mad niggas. Oh, yo, or Trini, or whatever he was involved in, right? I just said that to pick a click, right? So, whatever, he crippin' or whatever, and then next week he's like, God bless America, we're no longer Crips. Yo, what the fuck? Bro, I don't play that, bro. When you get involved in something, you have to understand nations or organizations is marked for life, right? Now, you don't got to probably go banging and continuously doing the same thing, but you're going to tell me that you read lessons, that you, and especially if you became king or blood, right? Because kings and even bloods, right? Not all of them are stupid. We seek knowledge. If you didn't know that. So the knowledge is everlasting. So you could continuously keep reading on kingism. You're gonna tell me, but the only thing is that these clowns just learn the 5 colors, the 1 through 10s, right? The oath just to get crowned. And then don't know nothing else, but you ask him how long you been king. 35 years, my nigga. You just know your 1 through 10s and your oath. Get the fuck, you like, that's crazy, son. When the knowledge is everlasting, it will never end. Facts. You get it? So that's how any bird or any clown nigga like Tone will come around you and spin your head sideways. And you'll be like, oh my God, Tone is the man, dude. You get it? That's how bird niggas look like the man to you. Facts. Yeah. Nah, you didn't hear wrong. You heard right. Zip it. Facts. I don't play that, bro. When I got involved, I knew this shit is for life. It is what it is. We riding for the people. Boom, we in the building. And I set the mark. And you think I popped so much? I popped a lot for the nation, bro. Respectfully. You think I'ma pop that hard? And just because of age, and just because it's 2025, I'ma say, that's it. I'm not Latin King no more. Yo, are you smoking crack? What the fuck happened? You get it? Like, I believe that all these niggas that be like, yo, ya yo no soy nieta, you heard? Oh, I'm not blood no more, is because y'all niggas got X'd out. Facts. Y'all niggas did dirt and found a loophole to leave and left. Facts. And nobody be around these niggas. Listen to all these niggas, right? That scream out that they king or whatever, right? All these niggas live in another state and nobody goes around them. Bro, you on the run? Facts. And not only that, watch the niggas that make videos and decide to be beefing to real right kings. And the niggas they speak to other kings or bloods or whoever, and all they hear is, nah, son is official. Nah, I've been around, son. Nah, son is really king. And the nigga will still come back and make a video about you. You call that nigga, you consider that nigga being king? I sure don't. Facts. These niggas is weirdos, bro. Facts. So anybody that I ever beefed to, like niggas was commenting before, like, you know, son is king. Yo, listen, I'm not going to disrespect. No, I've never in my life disrespected no real right. Listen to what I'm saying. No real right Latin king nigga on this internet. Ever in my life have I ever disrespected a real right Latin king nigga on the internet. Facts. And if anybody knows who's real right, it's me, nigga. Facts. And I've never in my life disrespected no Latin king nigga on this internet. Facts. We could start naming them. Like, who could you name? Nobody. The only closest dude to a real right where somebody will see real right will be King Tone, right? Well, King Tone may be real to you, but to me, he's not king, right? Number two is he denied his crown to me in the Beacon. When King Tone got arrested, I stepped to Tone in the yard and told him, yo, you got 24 hours to pack up. And Tone gave me the pussy look and was like, who told you, who made that decision? And I was like, yo, bro, you got 24 hours and that's that. All right. And he stood sitting down. He didn't get up. He didn't raise his voice. None of that. And he was out, boom, on a bail. Facts. And I've said this story numerous of times, bro. On YouTube, I said this story 1,000,000 times, right? And niggas, I never seen niggas comment that shit to him while he's in an interview or nothing. Of course, he's going to deny it, right? But I promise you that the biggest pussy that I've ever seen go to a jail and fold was King Tone. Facts. Because when I stepped to him, I was by myself. The Latin Kings weren't in the yard. The yard was locked down. It was Smokes and Latin Kings. There was no Bloods. It was only one blood nigga, Unt, and he was at my house in 9B. That's when the Bloods first started. It was Smokes. And I went and I packed King Tone up, and he knows that, and he remembers it real well. But when I asked him, you know what he said to me, this fucking derelict nigga? He said, my brother, I would have remembered that, though. I said, why, my nigga, you saying I'm lying? I caught a heart attack, bro. But I should have known he was going to do that, because now he came out of jail and he's trying to go on social media. But he fucked up because he denied it to me. And if you notice, every time he opens a channel, it don't go nowhere. Like nowhere. He can't even get 10 views, right? Because I said to myself, until he cops out to that shit, I'm going to put the brakes on this nigga. Facts. And that was his problem. That was his main reason for not growing on social media and all that. Don't matter what he does, he would never grow on social media. I promise you. Right? And he denied that I packed him up when I told him, nigga, I could get all the bros at the bros in New York. Facts. I could have 1,000 of them niggas. It wasn't 1,000 that day in the yard, but there's at least 5 or 6 of them that I still know that are out here in New York. Facts. Like, that nigga's crazy, but I knew he was going to deny it. But why would I make up a story like that? And why would I tell the dude, like, yo, remember when I packed you up? I said, watch this nigga say no. And the nigga said, yo, I would have remembered that. I said, oh, of course you forgot that, nigga. But I didn't forget. I got to be a psycho to make up a story like that. I promise you to my mother to drop dead right now that King Tone, I packed him up in the Beacon. I told him, you got 24 hours to be up out of here, boy. Facts. And I've told that story to the nation. You know what a pussy nigga told me in this nation, bro? A nigga told me, yo, chill, bro. Watch who you say that to. Yo, these niggas is derelicts. A derelict. I laughed at this nigga. I said, my nigga, do you know who you talking to, nigga? Do you know who you talking to, nigga? I thought this nigga must have thought he was talking to fucking some pepper nigga or something, nigga. He was like, shh, yo, my brother. Yo, be careful. Somebody might hear you. I was like, this nigga's a clown, bro. Yo, my nigga, you think I'm ever gonna deny that nigga Tone got packed up? You bugging. And I've said this story since early 90s. I said this shit. You could go back to all my, I'm on a lot of platforms, but wherever you say, I've said this shit constantly, nigga. Facts. And I said it on one of my last interviews when I went to the radio station. I said it there too, if I'm not mistaken, because I was telling the Latin King story. Facts. Niggas know what it is. Niggas that was there. I got niggas that was there with me they live in my hood. Niggas live in my hood, nigga. Like, this nigga's a derelict. I would have came out and been like, yo, that's true. That can happen to anybody. Because I still told him, yo, Tone, we could tell the story, but you could put it so, like, for the bros and everybody else could learn something from this. So how grimy, like, dudes would get grimy with you going off for somebody else's word. I kind of sort of like painted it real nice for him to agree to, like, yeah, all right, come on, let's do this on the internet. I promise you, you know what I thought? I thought, oh, Tone is going to do it. That's what I thought. I don't know why I thought that way. But I thought that Tone will have such a positive frame of thinking, right? That I'm like, oh, I could just throw him the story and we could put it out in my next video. And that's it. I thought it was that simple. But when the nigga was like, nah, you bugging, I said, holy shit. You're a piece of shit, King Tone. You're a fucking disaster. No wonder the nation went downhill because of fucking garbage like Tone. Facts. And then I see Tone and I see all my niggas, Doggy Diamonds, all my real niggas interviewing this nigga. And I'm like, get the fuck out of here. These niggas are interviewing King Pack Up Tone. Like, dogs. If niggas wanted a real interview, niggas know. Niggas were hitting me. I'm going to keep it a stack. Niggas were hitting me when I first started making videos. People that are mad famous today, they wasn't famous when they hit me. I even kind of like sort of forgot that they hit me. But a lot of niggas was hitting me up. And I was telling niggas, no, I don't do interviews. No, I don't do interviews. No. It wasn't like I was showing off. But I don't really do interviews. But when I want to speak, I'm going to do an interview. Facts. Right? And I always knew that because I always looked at it like, why I'm going to go on your show, bro, and let you get the money when I could just tell the story on any platform that I want to and I could keep getting paid for my story till I die. Why I'm going to let you get paid? What the fuck? I never got that, right? I have a platform. And respectfully to anybody that makes content, this is like a motivation and an upliftment for you, right? But I have platforms, and I don't only have this platform. I have multiple platforms. I have over 5 up and running YouTube channels with my face on it. I have other channels, right, that are being ran by other people with hundreds and thousands of subscribers. But I get paid from YouTube. The channels are under my name. And nobody understood the business when I was talking like that. Who remembers when all I did was talk that way? I was trying to put this in people's heads. Facts. And nowadays is when I hear people say, oh, I have a few channels. And a lot of niggas are lying, bro. But I could tell you, I have Golden Culture, culture with a K. I have Tech for Rec, T-E-K, the number 4, R-E-K. I have Historias de la Roca. And all them channels that I just named, I just named 3. I could keep going, right? And I gave you Golden Culture, but culture with a K. I gave you for technology and to buy tech and things to make your video content, like computers, a lot of the stuff that I have that I spend thousands of dollars on, boom, I post that on Tech for Rec. It's spelled T-E-K, the number 4, R-E-K. And then I have the Spanish channel, bang, which is Historias de la Roca. Facts. And all those channels have thousands of subscribers, get thousands of views, thousands of likes every second. Facts. You get it? You understand? Salute, my G. Thank you again. I've been watching and learning. Appreciate you. Scooby-Doo. What's your name? School Cool TV? School Cool TV? School Cool TV? What is it? School Cool TV? I've been watching you and observing you. I like that, observing. Yo, bro, I'm just trying to be a teacher to some people, right? I think that we do a pretty good job, right? And still in all, right? Here's what's going to happen, right? Understand this, and I could show you right now. I could show you a channel with 2 million subscribers, right? And you're going to be like, how the fuck he got 2 million subscribers? Right? Because somebody might come in, like I get thousands of views, right? But here's the people that don't understand this. You come into my channel, let's say, right? You see that there's a few people on the live stream. Bro, do you think that's the people that go? Today, let's say today there's one person during my live stream, right? Bro, I still got 90,000 views. You get it? My other content that's on this channel is still promoting the getting views every minute of the day. So understand, you just don't get views when you go live unless live is what you do, right? And you don't have no other videos, right? But bro, I don't have to go live ever again. I go live just because I want to. Facts. Not because it's that much of beneficial to me. Even though, you know how much I'll make for this video right now live? With this amount of people, I'll probably make $20-something for an hour. If I'm lucky, right? But I used to make hundreds of dollars during my live stream. I used to have 1,000+ people in my live stream. Facts. I fucked that up because I stopped going live. But I really didn't fuck it up because the only thing I did was I converted those views into people watching my channel, you know, my videos. That's what happens. Hold up, 'cause I'm trying to fix something here and show y'all something. If I can. And I even forgot why the fuck I came over here. Oh, okay. So it's Tech for Rec. T-E-K, the number 4, R-E-K. Check this out. Tech for Rec. You see it? Tech for Rec. T-E-K, the number 4, R-E-K. Pop. Now check it out. That's this channel. You see it right there? Tech for Rec. You see the cars? I'm going live there after this. The only reason why you may not see it, right? Why you may not see the live stream on that channel is because I stream it sometimes with a high bit rate. So my bit rate be like I put the number to 30,000, and your camera or whatever you're watching with will not let you see that. But this video, I put it there. This video, I put it there. All these videos are mine. Hold on, let me put this thing out so it could give a compensation of the boom. So you see, that's when I got that piece. I bought that piece, and then I make the videos of it, and I place the link in the description of the video, right? Now, I get paid for that when people buy that, but it works that I make the video because how else will you know that it works, right? So when I do little things like that, I get paid for that, bro. Respectfully. Like, I know you don't, I just did it because I like it, right? Now, I bought the product and I did the video for you guys. And it's from somebody that you could trust, that you could buy stuff from. That's not going to lie to you. I'm telling you the truth. Now, check it out. Bing, I'm going to tell you if this shit really works or don't. Facts. And these are all my channels are on Tech for Rec, and I think in the front here too. Right here, you leave it at the home. You type in Tech for Rec or Onthelockout, whatever. And where it says home, you see right here under my face, it says home. That's the one you want to hit, home. Because then you got all my other channels right here. You see? This is going on 24,000 real quick. This is up. It's up. It's up. It's up. You heard? Facts. So right here, this video has 26,000. Right? All these videos are thousands of views. And they a teachable moment if you're trying to make content and get things that work. And if you don't believe me, I'll show you. Look at this video 3 years ago, right? Look what it's talking about. And I'm going to show you that product, how long that product lasts. Look.
What we're trying to do here is connect the device so that we can receive.
It's talking about this.
Now. So we're going to take.
It's talking about that. You see the iRig? Now look. It's talking about this. Facts. I have it right in the box. You want to see I have it for years? The box is like that. It broke on its own. And I don't even hardly use it. But this thing is still the shit. That's why I keep it next to me. because if I ever want to plug it up and speak to you guys or you guys want to talk to me, I just plug in. I know how to make this into a soundboard immediately. Facts. That thing works magic. It's still $40. Facts. If I'm not mistaken, it's $40. Yep. But was it worth it? Of course. Of course it's worth it. If you could take anything that you could grab and talk to an audience and plug it in just like there, I'm gonna keep it a stack with you. That mixer was a hell of a mixer. I love that mixer that's there. But I bought this mixer right here for I spent like $700 with everything together. But look, right now you could get this mixer for like $400 or $500, maybe $400. Hold on, check this out. Now I was showing you this, right? That's the mixer that I made the video from, right? It has 15,000 views, right? 206 likes. Look at the likes right there, right? That's on my tech channel. Now, if you want to buy that, iRig, you go right here, you press on more, pop, and it's going to show you more of the description, right? And you press right here where it says iRig, right here in the blue. I'm going to tap it, pop. It's going to take you right to my Amazon. Bing, and there you have it. And there you buy it, pop. And it's $39.99. Facts. Don't worry, you didn't buy me nothing. You're not giving me nothing. Facts. I just helped you. Facts. So I forgot, I got to put something here that states that I get commission from this. I didn't put it. Hold on. I don't see it there. But it got 15,000 views anyway, so maybe I don't need to put it there. And the Behringer, this is the small one. I got this one too. This small one, you see, that's the big one. This is the big Behringer. I paid 400 and something for that when I bought it. Facts. Now it's hard to even find. I need that shit back. But check this out. This is the smaller one. I have this one too. I have this one right here. Facts. It's a good, it's if you're going to get a mixer, these are the best, right? I'm just showing those people that want to know. But technically, right? If you really want to get into it, stop the cow. You want to get this. You want to get this right here. This Go XLR. This is called the Go XLR, the big one. They got the little one. The little one is this size. Just this. Just this. Just none of these buttons come with the small one. It only comes like this. Just these 4 things. So I'm trying to let you know that you're not going to be able to do none of this. We're in the building tonight, baby. Oh. It's on the lockout, baby. You ain't gonna be able to do nothing like that, baby. You heard? Just gonna move up and down, up and down. It's on the lockout, baby. First of all, you gotta have a smooth voice anyway, like me. You heard? So, but anyway, you wanna bug out. Why wouldn't you want it to come with the good shit? Why would you want the dumb shit, right? So check out game. I'm gonna teach you something. Ping. So that you never fall off, right? So that one right there, right? I'm going to get it for you, right? Check this out. Oh, snap. Look at, watch. Oh, I messed up. Let me get this. Let me go here again to Amazon because I want to show you something. Now, look. The black Go XLR. I'm just looking for the price. So look at the small one right there. You see the small one? I told you that's all you're going to get. You heard? I told you that's all you're going to get. You heard? Now here's the one that I got. Pop. How much they want for this? They don't even got the price. Oh, okay. No, they don't got the price on this shit. So we're going to find it. Okay, so they want 549. That's about how much I paid for it. Facts. That's what they want for this. It's right here, look. 542. They got 10 and they used. You see it? $542. Niggas be thinking I be playing, right? Mind you, I bought this thing for it to stand on where it says Go XLR. I have that behind it. When I bought it, it was $100. It's $50 now. And the price on this is a little something down. Look at the 4. Just what I told you that you get. You could just get this one. This is the small one. It's $269. Facts. And you could buy the one that I got. It's $542. You seeing it right there. It says $542 plus the thing I got in the back. They got it for $50 now. So you're gonna spend $650. I said I spent $700. I'm still valid with what I said. Facts. I never lie to you, bro. I'm the realest nigga you ever gonna meet in your life. And this one that right here, I have the big one. Mine's I paid another $800. Facts. But if you're looking to buy a setup, you could buy stuff from me. I'm going to give it to you a whole lot cheaper, taken care of, and all that. I'm starting to get rid of a lot of my stuff that I should have been got rid of. Facts. So I'm going to show you this, what I have here. Watch. I have the big one right here. Facts. This is top of the line. This right now, you're going to find it for about $600 or $700. No cheaper. This is the big one and the official one. Brand new. And I don't even use it. Facts. This is the same thing as that mixer that I just showed you that I got for $600-700. It's the same thing. And everybody uses this one. It's a Focusrite. Everybody uses it. Facts. And I have that other one too. I never lie, bro. You want to talk about internet shit? I come from the street, my nigga. I done state prison time. I'm a member of the Almighty Latin King and Queen Nation all my life. Facts. And I'm telling you, if I learned the internet and shit like this, you can too, bro. Facts. And I've been preaching that for life since I started making videos. I told you I got the smaller one of the one I had. And I had the big one, but I gave it to the guy that I built computers for. As a matter of fact, I still got I got one of his computers. He gave it back. I'm going to give it to him on Saturday. Saturday coming. I was supposed to give it to him tomorrow, but my phone broke. He probably thinks I'm lying, this nigga, right? But all of a sudden, he hit me. I'm hitting him back, right? And my phone broke, nigga. This phone, and this is my expensive, the Galaxy shit. Look, I can't even get in it. The whole phone don't open, and I have a lock on it. So it's not like I could go like that and get in the screen. I have a lock, nigga, and I can't get into the buttons. You get it? So this shit is dead. So I'm working through my computer. You get it? Hopefully I'll have it by next time, and I'll hit him up so he could come get that. So he could come get his computer for his kid. I definitely want him to have it way before Christmas, right? Because his kid. So I'm going to make sure I get it to him, bro. So if you ever see this video, Jose, my bad, bro. I got the baddest of luck, bro. Because how this nigga, me and him start hitting each other, right? He's hitting me, I'm hitting him back. And he's hitting me to come pick up the computer, right? All of a sudden, he does a favor for me, that something I told him to do. A few minutes later, bam, the phone breaks. I'm like, fuck, bro. I told my wife immediately, yo, this nigga's gonna think I'm lying. You get it? Because people think that people don't think about things like this, but I think about shit like that, right? Like when I'm doing something with somebody or when I gotta meet somebody, I think about things with that person, right? And I told my wife, yo, this nigga's gonna think that I'm fucking lying. She's like, well, tell him, pa. She don't understand, right? She just probably thinks he's gonna be like, oh yeah, no problem. Which, I mean, he's not gonna kill me or anything, but I'm just saying, damn, bro. I don't even know if he's trying to hit me. Because, I think I told him to hit I told him to hit my email, I think. Because that, I'm smart. I told people, yo, hit me my email, like, if you really need. But I'm not gonna have him come to meet me. He's coming all the way from the Bronx, and we working just through my email. That's fucking dumb, my nigga. I'm gonna have you standing out there in the whip for hours, right? And shit. What the fuck is that? Oh my God. But yeah, bro. So look, even the mic that I have here is still $100, and the piece that I got, look. Look. That's the way you put it, right? Oh, why did I put iPod? I have these. Look. Oh my God. I have these. You see these right here? I have these. These are good. Even though they were $7.99, those shits pop. I have them brand new. I think I bought these right here I have. $9.99. Facts. I made a video about them on Tech for Rec. You can find it on TEK, the number 4, REK. But look. Hold up. I was going to find something else for you first. It's pod mic. This is my mic. The mic, one of the mics that I have. You could get it right now for an affordable price of $96. When I got it, it was $100 and something. Facts. That's the same mic that I have right here. And I have a black cover for it, right? I just put this red one. But now they sell some other stuff that you could change the whole color of the mic. But they cost like $30. I kept it, right? Because I got like thousands of dollars of stuff that I hold. Just like if you want to put it white, they sell like this, like a plastic thing, and you put it over, but it looks exactly like the mic. But it's all a cover because this thing, you get it? But anyway, I plan on buying it, but it's $37, bro. I'm like, damn, it's almost the price of the mic. I was like, damn, them niggas are thirsty, boy. $30-something, bro. Right? So that's this mic, right? I never lie, bro. I keep it a stack. I'm just trying to show you and help you grow, bro. I'm not here to lie to you, bro. You get it? I show you the things that I got, that I bought so that you could try to get the same if you plan on making content and you could be as great as you want to be, right? But if you just come on and you hating on me or you get jealous, because people are like that. I be trying to help people and a dude get jealous. Why are you going to get jealous of? You don't know how hard I worked to get my stuff, right? Or what I went through, right? All you know is what you see and what I tell you. And you got to analyze that, bro. But yeah, when I bought it, I paid $100 and something. You could get it for $96. It's on my link on Tech for Rec, TEK, the number 4, REK. Be careful because you don't want to buy this, right? You see, and it says $198. You want to just, I mean, why would you pay $198? Because this one has 2 plugs. You can, right? This is the trick. If you want to plug in, look, I don't know why. If you have a USB connection and you want to plug a USB into that mic, then this is the one you're going to buy. You're going to pay double the price. It's $198. The original price is $209, right? But that's only because you could plug in a USB. Why the fuck would you want your mic connected as a USB? I don't know, but he has both plugins. It says pod mic USB with Go XLR and USB connectivity for podcasting. I'm not sure how that sounds, but it's 2025. I'm pretty sure they got it to sound proper, right? But why the fuck would you want it to plug in with USB? I find that weird. Oh, I get it. So here's the thing. Nowadays, they got so much connection that in the computer, you probably don't need a mixer. Because the plug that plugs into the mixer, I'm figuring that goes all the way through. Let's find out.
Hey guys, Ryan here. In this video, I am very excited to introduce a new product in our award-winning range of podcasting, streaming, and broadcast microphones.
This is what I'm saying. I got the same mic, but mine don't have USB. So I'm wondering, what did they use the USB for? I could find 1,000,001 things to use the USB plug for, but I'm wondering, did they not plug it to a mixer? But I still didn't need the USB. I don't have a USB. Well, my mixer is USB into the computer. Unless they just took the mic and pop. But then where would they put the other piece? Like right there is only connected USB. Right there. Where he has it. So let's see what he did with it. If he still plugged it into a mixer after that, you're an idiot. Because the best thing to do is to use Go XLR instead of USB. Everybody knows that. Unless you... What the fuck? Is that the thing out there picked up my voice, I think, because I'm speaking and the door's open, and if I'm loud, it picks up my voice. The Alexa, and it said, yes, pull your dick out. I don't know what it says. It says some shit. But anyway, look at that one.
The PodMic USB. When the original PodMic was introduced, it quickly became the go-to mic for podcasters, streamers, and content creators. Hailed for its classic looks, incredible sound and build quality, and affordable price. With the PodMic USB, we took everything that makes the original PodMic so popular and added a whole new dimension of flexibility.
That's my mic, the original PodMic, so popular. He was talking about my mic. Which I have another cover for this that I hardly never used. If I used it 4 times, it's a lot, and I paid $20-something for it. I have it put away in my bedroom, in my little thing. I'm not going to go get it. But it's the big black thing, the one that actually goes to this. Facts. Because this is that mic, but covered. Look. Facts. Don't copy my style, Pete. let's get to this quick. I want to see what they doing. Damn, he holding that shit crazy, bro. This looks weird. Hold up, bro. Why they do this way, bro? Then this dude is a freako. Look at this dude, bro. Tell me it's not him. Yep, Johnny, we got him. And he's going for it, and he long strokes it.
Filter that you can add to the mic if you need additional plosive protection, which not only means that you don't have to get a separate accessory, but it also perfectly matches the sleek and stylish aesthetic of the mic.
What?
The PodMic USB has an...
There it goes. All the slots and holes that you need. The USB, I only have this one in the bottom, where it's golden in it. It's 3, 1, 2, 3. That's for the Go XLR. I don't need this USB shit. Or now they have a hole in the back of it. Guess for what, bro? You could plug your fucking headphones into your microphone, bro. Yeah. Now you have to be a full-time asshole to want to plug your fucking headphones, your meter tweeter, and I want a little volume button over here. So you're going to be like this. Bien maricón. Papi. Believe me, put your money away. There's no need in buying that fucking mic. I'm just saying the truth, bro. That was just an add-on. They became multi-millionaires with this mic, right? And then said, let's fuck them again, Johnny. Ding. And these fucking morons, I know people that went and got another $200 and bought a black one. And now they have both mics. You're an asshole. You could have bought 2 of these mics, which is that same microphone, nigga, right? That the whole world got, right? And saved your fucking money, bro. First of all, if you're going to open up a podcast, you might as well get the $500, the $200, or the $100 microphone and give your guests the $10 mic, but still make them sound good. I can make a $7 microphone sound way better than even this mic. Facts. I promise you. Because I don't even have this mic set up right now. I just keep using it. However it comes out, it comes out. But I can put it to sound way, way more proper. Facts. You will see as the days go by. Watch the audio tone, baby. We never failing, you heard? But this nigga's wildin'.
XLR output just like a professional broadcast mic, and it can be connected to any XLR mixer like the Rodecaster Pro range or an interface like the Rode AI1. But what's really exciting about this microphone is that it's also a fully featured USB mic. That's right, alongside the XLR output, there is also a USB connection as well as a headphone output and level control. This allows you to plug it into a computer or a smartphone for easy plug and play.
Bro, easy plug and play, just like that. With the plug, with the USB, plug it into your smartphone. Here's the thing. Unless they open these microphones, I'm pretty sure they did it with that. It's 2025, but knowing them, they didn't. Boom. And in order for you to plug that mic via USB, there needs to be a sound production or upliftment beyond comparison. Facts that you would need another adapter to boost that mic level, bro. Bro, trust me. I doubt it. But then they charging an extra $100. They probably did do it. Facts. Let's hear. Let's see if he did it.
Play recording. Inside the PodMic USB is a pro quality audio interface with the...
I told you it needs it. I swear to my mother to drop dead. I did not watch this, bro. I told you it needs an audio interface. I just said that. But you know why? Because we talking about shit that I like that gets me. You get it? I know my technology, bro. And respectfully, I learned everything, every single thing that I know right here while I was telling you guys my Rikers Island stories. Facts. When I get off, I'll go and play with my stuff, boo. Tune into the right shit. You can learn a lot on the internet, bro. Trust me. There ain't nothing that nobody could tell me about mics, about plugging, about electronics, about a lot of shit in the world. So don't tell me that you're that stupid at that age, Bobby. Come on. Come on, Bobby. You can't be that stupid.
Same ultra-low noise, high-gain Revolution preamp that features on the Rodecaster Pro 2, so your audio will always be crisp and clean. You can monitor your audio via the integrated headphone amplifier, which is powerful enough to drive even the most power-hungry high-impedance models, and the brass dial on the back controls your headphone volume.
All right, so they did a good thing for that mic. I'm not gonna lie. If everything that he's saying is accurate and true, bro, they blessed. They blessed that mic. Facts. Then it's worth it. But if you bought it or you tried it already and it doesn't seem like it's popping, or there's more
to this than just a USB output. It also features our powerful proprietary DSP audio processing platform that unlocks an incredible range of processing to take your content to the next level. Using the Rode Central app, you can unlock a powerful suite of processors, including a noise gate, compressor, high-pass filter, and the legendary Aphex Big Bottom and Aural Exciter effects. It's like having a full broadcast console built into the mic.
Okay, so they hooked up this whole other platform for the USB workers. Now, they kind of sort of have that with us too, but you can't really do shit with it, and that's this. But you could do a lot, but you probably can't do. Well, this is mine. I have this uploaded. This stays here with me, right? And that's why you see all my things over here, like this over here. I could change the colors or whatever. I'm not gonna go through all that changing the colors, but I could change the color of this whole shit. Facts. I could put it to shine. I could put it nice. I could put it right. I'm not even gonna go through all that, but I could switch it up. But that's crazy. You see, look, pop. And if I really want to get technical, ping, ping, I'm starting to switch up on colors. Because I took the colors off. I forgot why, but I could put them back on. But I don't feel like going through that right now. Johnny, ping, ping, ping. But I could put the colors. And the colors go up here, ping, 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 ping. And you can make it any color. I used to have it a different color. I think I have it red and yellow. One of these is red and yellow. I just haven't found it. And I said I'm going to do it some other time when I had enough time. And I just haven't took the time out to put it back to red and yellow. But now I'm going to leave it because starting tomorrow is Saturday. I plan on taking this all apart, and being that I didn't speak to him, but being that I'm not going to turn in the guy the computer this weekend, but definitely Saturday coming, I'm definitely giving them their computer. So it gives me more time to play with my stuff. You get it? So I'm going to take them few days to, get my shit in order and then touch up on his shit right before I give it to him. But I definitely, this is it. This weekend, he got to get it. So I could tap it right here too. Make it orange, ping. So you switch all this. I don't know. That's for some other shit. But this is the new software that I loaded for it. But I keep this. This is mine, right? I just go like this, pop, and it stays down there. Like, and when I want it to come back up, I put it back up. Facts. I just put it big this time, but I could put it small. Like I used to have it like this. And when it used to pop up, it would pop up like this, right? Respectfully, it would pop up like this, which was kind of cool. But I put it big because I said, let it pop up big and let me see that shit big. You get it? But whatever. Let's leave it there for now. And it's a lot of things that I use. Like I use this. This has to do with your coloration and your computers. And as you can tell, I have a HD60X. You see it right here. It says HD60X. Well, I'll make this bigger for you also. So you can see, look, pop. I don't know if you could read that, but it says HD60X, right? So right here, and I have the color on 50. Now, if I put it up, it's going to turn more color towards you, right? But I'm going to put it down. Because I don't need that, because the only way you wouldn't, all right, so this, where it says HD60X, right? I'm going to show you that right now. because HD60X is this. Respectfully, not trying to show off, but this is something else that I bought. And I paid top dollar for it, but now I think it's 100 and something. Watch. HD60X. Elgato. Oh, I seen it before. Elgato capture card. All right, so this is it right here. So when I bought it, this is it right here. Oh no, this says 4K, right? So look, they boosted this one. I still paid 190 something bucks for it when I got it. There's the HD60X, right? The 1060, right? Or 4K 30 with ultra low latency. This is all bullshit because I still play 4K and all that, and I put it through it regardless. Facts. So this was way more expensive. So now you're seeing it in certain places for like $1 and change. But you have to be careful because they used. But you need this. Like I have this right now. Facts. And I have 1,000,001 capture cards. I was using a $10 capture card that worked extremely the same. Facts. I have them back there. I have them put away, right? But anyway, check this out. That capture card is right here. Well, I can't grab the card and pull it out and show it to you, but there's a capture card that's up there. Facts. It's on the side. I can show it to you like this. See it up there? It's a black capture card. A little capture card is up there. So I bought that. I buy everything, bro. Everything that a nigga need for his setup, I bought, right? And what a nigga gotta respect or learn how to respect is that I bought everything that I own with the same money that I've made right here. You get it? I bought all my screens, like all these screens, right? On screens alone is $800 about. Facts. On monitors, I have all the same 3 monitors. They're exactly the same. Boom. I spent about $8,000 on the PC, and I still change pieces for the PC regularly. I have things in boxes that are for because I keep upgrading my PC. The fans, those purple fans, right? I spent about $1,000 something on fans and a radiator. Facts. These is for videos. This is content things that I bought this to put the computer on the floor, which I never see me using this. I'll probably use it one time, but I wanted to put it down, and I bought this to put it on top of it so that then you could place the computer on the ground, but it's not touching the floor. You get it? This, I didn't really need it because I have one under my desk, but I bought it because the one under my desk is kind of like undetaches or whatever. It's kind of broken, but it still works. But the piece comes down and I had to attach it with this. It's like a glue, but it's not. It didn't keep it there. It keeps detaching because it gets hot. You get it? So I got to probably put crazy glue, and I didn't have crazy glue that day. So we have a lot of things to make content, believe me. I'll have you here for days just on these things. Facts. Bing. This is amazing. This little thing. This phone, right? I mean, this microphone, right? This microphone is listed at $60 on Amazon. I gave away 3 of them. They brand new in the pack. You see it? Never opened. I have a lot of microphones, bro. I have a lot of mics. This is a brand new mic. I still have 2 left. I gave away like about 3. Facts. And they at $60 right now. You won't even believe how much they had them for. But now they have regular price. I have a lot of stuff right here. Facts. So if you need anything, just let me know. You see, I got 2 graphics cards. There's a graphics card in there and a graphics card in there. And my processors also have graphics. So I didn't need this graphics card. I could have just kept using that thing, but I like it powerful. And I connect Ethernet. My internet is on Ethernet. It's the best way. So learn how to make your content. Learn something. Hopefully I was helpful to any of you. Thank you for hitting that like button. I'm 1,000,000% grateful. We're here every day. This is not a sponsored video. All videos are made by me, paid for by me, and the Candelaria family. Poo, 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 poo. Facts. Stay tuned. More content on a daily basis, my nigga. Hopefully you learned something. Pelabichos. Gang.